Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Staropramen 0.0 and it's a beer that brings back loads of memories. I love Prague, I love visiting there, and I honestly can't wait to get stuck in. Staropramen 0.0 it is, and so many fond memories from going to Prague and drinking the normal one. I don't think I've tasted the 0.0 before. It's been in the fridge all night. It's ice cold, looking forward to it. And before we get into further details, just go over the scoring system as always. Not too difficult to understand. Scores out of 10, 5 categories: look, smell, taste, mouthfeel, price, and the big one at the end as always, would I buy it again? But I don't think it needs any introduction. Arguably the most famous Czech Pilsner lager. I'm not sure how famous the 0.0 one is, but the normal alcohol one is definitely well known. Not too many things in the nutritional facts. A few people have asked me to add them in, so I'll put them up on the screen here just so you know. I think folk are mostly looking at the sugar content. They don't want it to be too sugary. But a few facts about it, like I say, it's quite well known. Czech beer brand from Prague with roots going back to 1869. Staropramen means old spring in Czech. I actually do remember that because last time I was there I googled it, or I asked ChatGPT. Does anyone Google anything these days? Closely linked with the Prague beer culture and markets itself around Czech brewing expertise. So many pub crawls, Staropramen pub crawls when I was there last time. Yeah, Molson Coors says the brewing team worked for more than 2 years on the 0.0 version to keep the malty, refreshing Staropramen taste without alcohol. And it was launched in 2023. I guess there's only one thing to do, and that's to get stuck in. So, got the trusty bottle opener. Custom made from Amazon, or somebody off Amazon. So I need to pour this well or I'll get criticism in the comments. So, oh my god, it smells lovely. Yeah, here we go. Now that is not too bad. What do you think with my overpriced glass? So let's have a first taste, and then once I do that, I'll take a 5-minute breather and do the scores, but she is looking beautiful. Oh, I really like that one. Reminds me of Icelandic beers. I don't know why, but I knew this was going to be a good one. I've got so many fond memories from going to Prague back in my younger years. 42 now. So I'm no spring chicken, but you know, teens and 20s, going with mates and going on these pub crawls, and you know, even going back to Prague when I'm a bit older, a bit wiser, and a bit more sober, and just seeing the city, and just, yeah, Staropramen just rings Prague bells for me, of course. It does smell lovely. I really like it. A bit different from anything else. It's got quite a unique taste to it. It just gives me flashbacks of going to Prague. I'm not surprised they took so long to make this. They've done an amazing job. I really like it. And like I say, it reminds me of Iceland as well. It's quite like the Icelandic beers. Just really kind of got that malt taste to it. But you know what? Give me 5 minutes, I'll come back and I'll do the scores, and I do think this is going to be a good one. The scores are in, it's a good one, helped by a bit of nostalgia, of course. As soon as I smelt that, as soon as I tasted it, the memories came flooding back. So on the look, going to give it a solid 8. I think it was good. Lost its head again as always. I'm sure there's a curse on this channel with heads. But it looks great. I love the colour as well. And the smell, I'm going to give it a good 8.5. As soon as I opened that bottle, it was lovely. In the last review I did Birra Moretti, and the smell just didn't match up with the taste. You didn't know what you were really expecting. I can't really put my finger on it, but this time I kind of knew exactly what I was expecting. So it really is a lovely smell to it. And the taste, I'm going to give that a 9. I just think, you know, it's really light and it's like crisp and clean. I think I could drink that anywhere. It wouldn't matter if it was summer or winter or any sort of situation. I think I would love one of them. I really would. And it does remind me of Icelandic beers. It just tastes the same as well. Just like that really light crispness and just a perfect fizz to it. I think it's really good. And the mouthful as well, yeah, I think I just explained it, an 8.5. Just really light and crisp. I really enjoyed it. And the price, gets £6.50 for 4 bottles. So about £1.65 a bottle, which I think is great. You know, they're always going to be cheaper, these mass-produced ones. But honestly, it doesn't taste like mass-produced crap. I'm going to review a lot of the bigger ones, you know, the 00s out there. And I've tried them before and I always just remember them as just being like meh. But I think this was worth the money. I think I'm going to give it an 8.5. Would I buy it again? I definitely would. Scoring's so subjective, as you know, and like I say, I've just got so many memories from drinking this, from being in Prague, one of my favourite cities. I do love the taste. I love that kind of light, crisp beers. That's right up my street. But yeah, be interesting to see what everyone else thinks, and that one did pretty well. And there it is, Staropramen 0.0, a score of 42.5. I really need to put the leaderboard together and get it out. I think this is the 15th review, so it might be a good time to stick out the top 10 leaderboard out there. But a really good one, and as always, I'd love to hear what people think. I still think it's so funny that when you talk about beers and if you like them, I'll get one comment saying that it's their favourite beer and the next person will say they think it tastes of piss. So yeah, Staropramen 0.0, tell me what you think. Like, hype, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next review. Take care.